To Real Auto Reviews. My name is Syed Shiraz Shah, and by any chance if you are coming to my channel for the first time or watching this particular video highway review for the first time on my channel, let me tell you that this is sort of one of my trademarked videos. Okay, no one else does that because it takes effort. Anyway, so in this video I primarily tell you two things. One, the RPM it does at cruising speeds, and of course the vibrations, Lord, at those speeds. Okay, so I'll start with 100. There's no point in doing it from 80 onwards, but I think I can at least tell you what RPM it does at 80. A speedo indicated 80, slightly above 4000 RPM, so that could be 4200 RPM, and of course absolutely zero vibrations at this point in time. Let me take it to 100 straight away. 100, so 90 was what? 90 is 5000 RPM. Yeah, 5000 RPM, 90, again zero change. Let's take it to 100. 100 would be 6000 RPM or 5.5. This would be 50. Okay, this is tricky. Yeah, 55. This would be 55 or 5600 RPM. Let me see what 6000 RPM is. 6000 RPM is 106, 107, and actually this would be the actual 100 kilometers per hour. Okay, on GPS. So my GoPro's GPS doesn't work anymore. Otherwise, I would have told you. I'll try to quickly, take my phone. Again, that would be a separate video. No, I would not make a video. I'll just take my phone in hand and check from Google Maps the speedo error, and perhaps I'll put some text over here. But then speedo indicated 100 is somewhere around 55, 5600, and at 6000 RPM it is doing 106, 107. Now at 106, 107, almost zero vibrations. There is a mild buzz in the seat, and you're not supposed to grab the handlebars tight. So if you are an experienced rider, you would understand this, but if you're a novice rider, let me tell you that you are not supposed to hold on to the handlebar very tightly. Okay, so if you do that, that means you're not holding the handlebar tightly. Even at 106, 107 at 6000 RPM in top gear, you will not feel a thing. Okay, especially if you're wearing gloves, and even if you're not wearing gloves, you would not feel a thing. In the seat, yes, there is a mild buzz. Nothing in the foot pegs as of now. Let's see. Okay, at 110, 111, that buzz in the seat has increased. Nothing in the foot pegs as of now. $120 is what? 67, 6800 RPM. That must be. A tiny increment in the vibrations. Okay, now you can call that buzz as vibration in the seat, but again it is too mild. Okay, it is not bothersome at all. No major change in the buzz in the handlebar. Now there is a faint buzz in the left foot peg, but it's not constant, and it's really faint. I have to concentrate. So you would the majority would not even feel it. And this is a new bike, by the way. Okay, let's take it to 130. So 130 is slightly above 7,000 RPM. Definitely an increment in the vibration in the seat. Okay, and now that I'm hugging the tank, again mild vibrations, but then nothing to be bothered about. Surprisingly, there hasn't been a change in the intensity of that faint buzz in the foot pegs. Brilliant, this is brilliant. Same goes true for the buzz in the handlebar. So until now it's only in the seat. Is less than 8,000 RPM. 8,000 RPM, slightly less than 8,000 RPM. It could be 7,800, or it can classify as 8,000 RPM. See, even right now, okay, again the intensity has increased of the vibrations in the seat. Still not bothersome. Yes, you can maintain this all day. Yes, you can. Almost zero increment in the vibes in the foot pegs. Okay, I would not call them vibes. Vibes is the short form of vibrations. I would call it a buzz. No increment at all. Okay, you can say the same, almost the same for the buzz in the handlebar. Yeah guys, so I'm not going to, you're not going to cruise at 150. You would be cruising at 110, 120 with occasional, bursts. The occasional burst, of course, would be to 150, 160 as well. But then, and even, I did the high top speed run. I can tell you that even at 150 and 160, even at 170, I touched 174, even at that speed, okay, the vibrations were not at all bothersome. So great job Bajaj, fantastic job there. So yes, the crux is, as far as vibrations or the lack of them is concerned, this is a beautiful motorcycle. Okay, and like I mentioned in my top speed video, it is definitely not the most stable motorcycle, okay, at the limit. Alright, so see, almost every motorcycle is stable, on an absolutely smooth road. Alright, of course there are a few exceptions that for no rhyme or reason start wobbling beyond a certain speed. This does not do that. Okay, however, mild undulations at the limit, forget at the limit, even at 140 could throw a novice off. Alright, an experienced person, an experienced rider would know what to do. Alright, but a novice might just panic and fall off. So again, you can do 150, 160, 170, but you have to be very cautious when you do that. And if you're not into top speed runs, okay, you just want, see, the majority buys comparatively higher capacity motorcycle to be able to cruise effortlessly. Yes, it does that, and you can cruise effortlessly on this. There are no issues whatsoever. Okay, so yeah guys, that was the long and short of it. Do let me know if you have any questions, and do subscribe if you haven't already. Do hit that like button, and I shall see you soon in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.